What's going on, you guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how I created a wireless entertainment setup with my PS5 mounted behind my TV with nothing but 3D printed parts and some screws. Let's go. So these are the brackets I'm going to use for my PS5 when I mount it behind my TV. I was able to type it into Coles 3D that I wanted PS5 brackets, and this is what pulled up. So I'm going to go ahead and download them, and when you click the download, it'll add it to your cart. You go to your cart and you can pay. Once your payment has processed, it'll bring you to this screen and you can download your files. And here they are. Let's put them on our 3D slicing software. For these files, I'm going to use Cura. So once Cura is loaded, I can come over, grab all the files, and just drag and drop. And here they are. And I want it to be a solid object. So when it comes to infill, I'm going to do 100%. Make sure everything else is right. These files are now ready to print. I'm going to go downstairs and put this onto my Ender 5 S1 and let it go. Alright, I'm currently in my garage and I'm about to put these files onto my Ender 5 S1. So, machine's right here. Go ahead and turn it on. Wait for it to boot up. Go to print, PS5 disc edition, and then print. And that's all there is to it. So I have the PlayStation 5 wall mounting parts finalized. They are on the printer behind me. We're gonna go ahead and take them off and get them ready to install. So I got a little bit of measuring to do, but I think it's gonna work really well. So I have the parts here and they're solid. I made sure that these had 100% infill because our PlayStation 5 is going to be supported by these on the wall, and I don't want to take any risk of having the PS5 fall off the wall, especially having a little kid. My whole plan is to make sure that these are permanent mounts behind our TV and it hides everything away safely with great airflow so we can play our games and not look at the PlayStation 5. As cool as it looks.
Easy peasy. Perfect.
I'm going to take this bad boy and use these mounted parts that I 3D printed, and we're going to put it behind the TV over here. The reason why I want it on this side is because it's easy access versus having this wall right next to us. So let's do some measurements, move the TV, and we'll get this figured out pretty quickly. So now this piece of hardware that I 3D printed is properly secured. It's pretty strong. Now this part has this little tiny piece that goes right here, and what it does is a clip for the top of the PlayStation. So I need to screw that together. Little tiny screw. I'm just going to push it in, and it holds it. Right here, and it just sits up here and holds it against the wall. So I'm going to probably put it in the center so it can't really move. Put the PlayStation right here. And now I can start closing everything up to see how it looks and make sure everything fits properly. This whole project only cost me $1. The installation took about 10 minutes, 3D printing about 15 hours. But I slept during most of that time, so really, it didn't take any time at all. So if we're being honest, everybody needs a 3D printer. You can do cool projects like this, or you can create anything that comes to mind. Now it's got me thinking about all the other cool things I can print. You know what I just realized? I can print anything. So why not print a bunch of hat holders? Or cool terrain for my son's toys? Or even a bunch of holders for my son's Nerf guns? You know, I think everybody needs a 3D printer. Now that I have my PlayStation 5 mounted behind the TV and everything set up, there's no wires. This is awesome. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna enjoy my new entertainment center.